rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilwoman Schott, would you please lead us in prayer?
Heavenly Father, we thank you for blessing our community with peace and prosperity. And we are always mindful of the needs of our residents, and we pray that we will take care of our entire community. We ask that you protect our police department, fire department, and our other employees as they perform their duties. We also ask that you bless members of the military, past and present. We thank you for giving them the courage to serve. We thank you for the many blessings that you've given us, and keep us ever mindful of them. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Councilman Fair is absent tonight.
Motion. Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Hartman?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Schott?
Yes.
The minutes.
Motion to pass the minutes. Second.
Bennett? Yes. Hartman?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Schott?
Yes.
Motion for the bills.
Motion. Second.
Bennett? Yes. Hartman?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
And Schott?
Yes.
I see an hourly workers.
Yeah,
Fireman's time.
Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Hartman?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
And Schott?
Yes.
Okay, Deb, when you're ready, it's all yours. Yeah. You want me to do that now?
I can do this first.
Okay.
I wanted to cover $50 to Community Hospice for the memory of Robert Woodard, who passed away May 28th. He was a member of the Board of Public Affairs for many years, and I believe when I came here, he was the president of the board.
He worked for us, for the street department cemetery for years too.
Motion. Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Hartman?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
And Schott?
Yes.
Councilman Bailey asked us to check in to having repair work done in the window in the lunchroom. The first company didn't respond. They were to come out and call us. They haven't called or come out. Start Glass is to come tomorrow to check the window and give us an estimate to pull the glass out and make a new frame. The frame around it is starting to rot. Wayne Door, I had to contact them last week. The equipment that holds the door on and was the rolling, there was a problem with it, broke and came off. That's in the building where they store the police cars. I'm not sure if that's fixed yet or not. Officer Lehner left, so I'm not sure, but they were called last week. There's a possibility I'll be out of the office on July 5th. We have the third reading of ordinance number 1902. It's an ordinance to increase the 2019 appropriations for the current expenses and other expenditures of the fire funds of the Village of Beach City, Ohio. Be your third reading.
Motion to pass.
Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Hartman?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
And Schott?
Yes.
have the third reading of ordinance number 1903, an ordinance establishing an hourly rate of pay and benefits for the new hire lineman position in the service of Village of Beach City, Ohio.
Motion to pass?
Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hartman,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
And Schott.
Yes.
I have the first reading of ordinance number 1904, an ordinance to increase the 2009 appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the fire funds. Ooh, no,
So when we just passed.
no. Expenditures of the Village of Beach City, Ohio, it's not fire, it's actually a, $7,259.63. It was from the Attorney General's office, for the amount of the grant for the vests. And actually, the money goes into the D5 account for $7,259.63. I paid the majority out of D5 and the balance out of General Police, so I'm putting the majority right back where it came from.
You need an emergency on this? That's what it says on the bottom.
No, it can be emergency or just whenever we pass it.
Yes.
Fine. I have the second reading, I believe, of resolution number 1907. It's a resolution to proceed with the levy of a property tax in excess of 10 mil limitation for fire and EMS purposes, and to submit the question of a tax to the electors at the November 5th, 2019 election. Be your second reading. I have the second reading of resolution number 1908. A resolution strongly urging the Ohio governor and the members of the Ohio General Assembly to restore the local government fund to pre-recession levels.
I think you told us we lost about, what, 60,000?
If you go back to 2011, and come forward, it's 96,523.
Okay.
It's money we don't get anymore. And I have the first reading of resolution number 1909. A resolution to authorize the mayor of the Village of Beach City, Ohio to execute a memorandum of agreement with the Starr County Health Department. This memorandum would be covering the documents where he signs for the mosquito spraying.
I'll make a motion that we amend the rules.
Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hartman,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Schott.
Yes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hartman,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Schott.
Yes.
And other than having, no, that's all I have.
Thank you, Deb. Actually, I meant to have a moment of silence right after our prayer in memory of Mr. Witter. So the timing's kind of off, but if we could just take a moment right now. Thank you. I will sign these tonight. Mosquito ones. We got a card from Carolyn Gill to the village, to council. Thank you for your generous donation to the National Day of Prayer event on May 2nd. We were able to purchase posters to inform people of the gathering. Thank you for helping us do this. Sincerely, Carolyn Gill. Who do we got on the list here? Mr. Singer.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
You probably already know that I've been complaining about the streets down and around our block. Dangerous, pea gravel, damaging properties. I noticed you guys donate a lot of money. I would appreciate if you donate some money to that end of town. Those streets are, you also got a grass clipping ordinance. If there's grass in the road, somebody will get a ticket. But yet some of you guys pay somebody $20 an hour to spread it all over the road and leave it there. Well, I've rode motorcycles for over 40 years, and there's nothing more dangerous than pea gravel. It's everywhere. And my other concern is, there was a gentleman here last week threatening everyone with a $1,000 fine if they didn't do their taxes and time in jail. Is that correct?
I don't know if
No,
he
there was
was
no
threatening
threat. That was a
anyone.
lawyer that was talking about it.
Ian Crump, I
Yeah,
have to
Ian
look in
Crump.
the notes to see what he said exactly, but
He didn't threaten.
there was
No,
no
there was no
threat.
threat. He was
Well, he said he's gonna, $1,000 fine and time in jail or in court.
Well, could happen, yeah.
If
you
you're,
don't-
you.
Okay,
you're
alright,
not
now my question is, who is he?
A
He's our
prosecutor.
Prosecutor,
Okay, so who pays him?
we do,
Who's we?
the village.
Okay, now is that under Ohio revised codes? Or is it under, color of law? Or is it under the Constitution?
Is what under it?
The law he just told us about.
Well, if they don't, they pay their taxes.
I don't have to pay taxes and I'm getting threats for $1,000.
Nobody said anything about paying, it's filing.
You have to file. for
You have to
it.
file.
Where's that
let's
law?
see. Where is the law?
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure it's a
Ohio
government law,
Revised
isn't
Code
it?
718.99.
is that a Ohio revised code?
It's Ohio law that we follow.
Ohio revised code,
Mhm.
which is a rule, not a law.
It is a law.
It's a rule.
It's a law.
Okay, we'll see. But I don't appreciate the guy threatening.
There was no
Nobody threatened
threat.
anybody.
He
If
was
the
explaining.
non-filer could face a first-degree misdemeanor, which is up to $1,000 fine and possibly jail time.
He was
Okay,
ex-
is that Ohio revised code or Constitution?
We just
Ohio
covered that.
Revised Code.
What is it?
71899,
Which is the Ohio revised code?
which is
And
passed,
that trumps the Constitution?
which is passed by your legislature, which makes it legislation, and it is constitutional insofar as it has not been challenged, and there's a presumption of constitutionality to every statute that the legislature passes.
Now, is Ohio revised code a law or a rule?
That is a law passed by your legislature, and it's been in effect since 2015. So for the last 4 years, that's been the law of the state of Ohio.
Well, okay, that's what you say. I just wanted to get that straight because I don't think it is. Nothing trumps the Constitution.
As I said, there's a presumption of constitutionality.
What's that mean?
It means that if the legislature passes a law as part of the Ohio Revised Code, then there's a presumption, the courts will presume that that is a constitutional measure until challenged and defeated in a court of law. That has never been challenged, and it's been on the books since 2015. So it enjoys the presumption of
So
constitutionality.
everybody before 2015 didn't go by that?
No.
What'd they go by?
Well, I don't know what they went by, first of all.
Well, how's it changed without the people's vote?
The people vote for their elected legislatures, and your legislators go to Columbus, and they vote on legislation.
And who do they work for? The courts, right?
No, they work for
They
the
work for us.
constituents.
No, but they're all in the bar.
They're all in the bar. I don't know what that means.
No, they're not all lawyers, no.
Oh, I don't believe so.
No.
I don't think that your state representatives here
No,
are.
the-
Okay, so
Mr.
now I
Goldman-
got, like I said, I don't have to pay taxes. I'm retired. What am I supposed to do with this, letter that they're saying that, I could get a fine of $1,000 and time in jail?
Just file your tax form.
No, I don't want to.
Well, then you're gonna get a
Well, then you're
letter.
gonna-
Why? I got a letter. What-
Because it's against
Why do
the
I have to
law.
file a letter if I don't owe? I don't owe you nothing.
I didn't say you owed us
Who
anything.
does?
Who owes us something?
No, who says I owe? Who says
The
I have to?
Ohio law.
The Ohio law says I have to do that.
Well,
You have to
My
file.
sister does up in, she
And
lives
not-
up in
and not
Massillon,
owe.
she has to.
And not owe. Nobody
She
said
doesn't-
anything about
she
owing.
doesn't-
Do you have
It
the
was
letter?
filed.
What's that?
Do you have the letter?
Yeah, I got it at home.
Well, you need to bring it in, let's look at it.
Well, everybody got one.
If
I
you look
did
at
one. I
seven,
Did you
did.
get a bill?
No,
Well, mine was in my bill.
if you look at 7285, also a law passed by the legislature, it begins for each taxable year, every taxpayer shall file an annual return, period. So if you are a taxpayer, you shall file an annual return.
And I'm not.
Well, you look at the definition of taxpayer and see it's any person who resides or does.
And,
work within
okay,
the
I
borough.
just wanted to know if there was a Ohio Revised Code, cause, the Constitution overrides any Ohio Revised Code. And that should be known, but that's fine, that's no big deal, but I would, appreciate if you folks would come down and fix our end of town
And just
before
so you-
somebody gets hurt.
Just so you know, to your point, that you're not a taxpayer, taxpayer is defined as a natural person subject to a tax imposed under the law. May include receivers, assignees, or trustees in a bankruptcy when such.
What's the Constitution say since you got your computer there?
The Constitution says a lot of things.
The 16th Amendment.
The 16th Amendment, I couldn't tell you, I could pull
Okay.
it up and we.
All right, well, thank you, everyone, have a good evening.
All right. Oh, the pea gravel.
Yes,
Who owns
please.
the pea gravel? Who put the pea gravel
Is
down?
that your alley?
It's everywhere.
Oh.
It's all, you walk around the block, it's everywhere. Roads are falling apart, ditches, water running down the side of the roads, piles of gravel.
Past the street.
Can't
But
pass the
the-
street levy, that's part of
The
the problem.
water goes where it wants, and the pea gravel goes with it. The hours are like this now, so they run along the side instead of in the center.
The pea gravel was from the winter time.
Yeah, Frank, come on, they just go up the street, you'll see piles of it, they just laid it there, it's everywhere. It's not like they come back, pack it, and sweep it up, it's
So
just, it's
We just,
there.
our employees drive around and drop pea gravel everywhere? Donnie, is that sound, that don't make any sense.
Use salt in the winter.
What do you think they do when they fill these holes?
They patch it with the hot mix.
Okay, what do you think lays around it?
I'm not saying there's not pea gravel there, I'm saying we don't drive around and dump pea gravel.
Nobody said you did. That's how you fill holes, right? You fill the holes, but what about what's not in the holes?
I understand that.
Okay, well, you
What-
guys got a street sweeper, I just appreciate if you clean it up. It's a danger.
I'm not disputing that at all.
Okay, have a good evening.
All right, you too. That was the entertainment portion of tonight's. What else we got?
I did
The,
look at
uh,
the 16th Amendment, it grants Congress the power to lay and collect taxes on income, so, from whatever source.
Is there any update on the,
I was gonna say, well, they're free. That was 13, wasn't it?
What's that?
The free slaves was 13, I think.
Yeah, that was 13.
I just know the first and the second. The 16, it's like, rip up, what's the 17? You know, how are we supposed to know what they're doing?
that's the yard sale.
The yard sale next. Yes, sir.
the Stark County was supposed to help us find somebody to tear that
Right.
thing down, right? We haven't heard anything on that.
I just got the list of names to Don
Okay.
tonight.
Oh, excellent, okay.
So I did
Okay,
get them, I
cool.
just hadn't forwarded it,
Good.
but I have forwarded it with the application and the affidavit to that piece.
Very good. Have we heard anything about the yard waste dumpster? Is it still being,
We haven't heard anything. Rick's back from vacation, and before he stomps it down, I know he tries to go through and check it. And, at this point in time, I'm assuming it's gonna be the same rate at the $200. If it's not, I'm positive that Bailey, not Bailey, but Miller will contact us.
He'll say something to me.
as far as the insurance renewal, is the committee looking to have a meeting?
I thought we said that.
Did we already
wanna
decide?
stick with The one we
The
have.
one
right
we
now.
already have?
Mhm.
Okay. The cemetery board, I still need one more person.
You got one, huh?
I got one, former Councilman Willis called me tonight and said he would be willing to, volunteer some time, so I put him on there, so I do need one more person. Mosquito spraying we passed.
Do you think maybe Connie would be interested in that?
I don't know, I can ask her. I'll ask her, we'll find somebody. But yeah, I'll ask her, if she's out, how long is she away for?
I just wait till the light goes out and I know she's.
There you go.
All right, the fire department is not here tonight represented. Captain Greg, I always get your name, Warner.
Honor, you got it, that's
All right.
usually people mangle that. Now, there was actually only a few things that Chief Geip wanted me to address. The first is that he wants to get a certified letter for 211 Third Avenue Northwest for mowing, to get them to get a certified letter and a mowing company to try to come and mow it. Because I guess we've attempted and there's nothing, really no way to try to get them anything going instead of sending a certified letter to them. A certified letter would be the way. That was his one point.
Is that a bacon house?
Yeah,
211.
it's the one that Stephanie Trout used to live in,
Yeah.
Colin and Stephanie. It's 2 houses down from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been vacant for 2
Yeah,
years.
and I mean, the grass out there, it's probably.
It's big.
It's big, yeah, and it's going through, from what I've heard, it's going through bankruptcy, so it's still it's tied up in litigation right now. So, I don't know how we would do that, but a certified letter would probably be the best route in order to try to see to get.
I know the neighbor on the south side actually mowed it last year.
Okay, it's to the point now where you'd have to bag it or brush hog it.
Yeah, you'd have to brush hog. I mean, it's probably 18 inches tall.
Oh, it's, yeah, I bet it's.
I had a complaint next door to across the street from Hazel. This place looks so bad. But I thought we got that mowed. It's the corner of Redwood and Fourth.
Yeah, up here, yeah, that's mowed. This one's still, this is pretty much the only one that we really haven't been able to kind of get.
I do have another one on that, it's 320 Sycamore.
320,
I don't know, PL,
Sycamore Place.
Place, yeah.
It's Southwood.
The other thing that Kurt, or Chief Guy, we used to call him Kurt, but I guess in a formal setting, I gotta call him Chief Guy. We are gonna be testing out 2 body cameras, 2 different kinds, 2 different styles, and that's for free. We're pretty much just gonna, pretty much take them on a test run. The companies that we're using are allowing us to do that, and then at the end of the trial time, however long that is, Kurt would know a little bit more of the details on it, but then we'll kind of choose and kind of see which one works better. I know the one is Axon, which actually makes tasers, a really good company, and there's another one that Brewster and I think also Navarre uses, which we're going to be testing. So, and we also got to talk to them probably and kind of see if they have any issues with it or whatever not. But that's the whole testing process. Why we got to test them out. So.
Is there a problem with the ones you have now?
Yeah, it's a big problem with them. They don't hold up. Unfortunately, I'll show them to you right now.
I believe.
This one, well, this one that I have on right now has got a big piece of tape holding it together because they just don't hold up to normal use and pass around anymore. They're not bad. The actual, just don't push any buttons and make it happen. But no, they're not bad, but they just don't hold up to everyday use. They're not as ruggedly built as they should be. And we're spending, and don't quote me on this, I can't remember, per one of those, it's right around the 250 mark, maybe a little more, a little less, but, so we're kind of looking at things that hold up a little better. The big thing with those is the holders. The video quality is okay, but with these 2 other new ones that we're looking at, they actually have software that you can use and put them on computer, review video, put it right to a external drive if you need it for a court case, send it into court. With this, you can still do that. It's just got a little more overhead to it. It's not as user friendly.
So, just whoever's on duty uses that camera?
Correct. We
Not
got 2, I
everybody
think
has one.
2 or 3 of them total if we have multiple
Okay.
people out. But for our department, I'm not sure what the number would be that we need, but, and currently right now, I can honestly tell you that this one's the only one with the holder that actually is still working, because the holders just, they're plastic, they don't hold up that well, so. But we're looking at that. The other thing that he was going to let everybody know is that he's kind of finishing up quotes with the cruisers, hasn't made a decision on anything. So, sorry, I was listening. But hasn't finished anything yet, but still looking at quotes and everything for the new cruiser. Other than that, that's all he really had for this meeting. So the cruiser thing is kind of wrapping itself up, and I think it'll be next council meeting. We'll probably have all the information for everybody. So and that's about it. Short and sweet.
Thank you.
Get back to
And we did get a quote on the pickup truck, and I'm definitely wrong. I don't know where I got the 19,000. It
I was
wasn't
gonna buy
19,000.
one.
I still swear that's what the guy told me.
29.
Yeah.
What is it, Jack?
I think, what was it, got an email on it.
He never sent me nothing. I didn't get nothing.
I got it. I'll send it to you.
Okay,
I think it was 27, 28, 29, something like that.
it's still cheap.
I'll get it to you. I don't wanna quote another number again, because I'm so
Alright.
far off last
That's
time.
fine.
Did you give us, oh,
I know, I'll give myself a. Do you have anything tonight, Don?
One thing, that engineer that's putting Dollar General in out there called me and wants to know if the city be interested in putting part of the bill to put the sewer line into that building. I told him I had to bring it up to you people, my opinion, and I'd say no. We don't have the money to, if we had that kind of money in our sewer funds, there's a lot of other things I'd like to fix.
Right.
So it's entirely up to you guys, you have to vote on that.
It's not gonna benefit us anyways.
What building
As far
is
as I
that,
can
Don?
see. The
Dollar
new
General.
They're putting
Oh,
it-
okay.
So,
Or
whatever
you
you
want
guys,
us to pay for
whatever
it?
you guys
They don't pay
decide,
for
I'll
some
pass
of
it
it,
right along.
but I don't see that at all. I think he's just asking. Yeah, it's not
Probably one of
helping
those
us.
cases that don't hurt, they figure it don't hurt to ask.
Right,
but-
exactly.
I
Do
don't
we
know
have
what-
to go across the street there, over to the thing? How close are we?
The sewer,
Yeah.
it runs out 212 there in the lift station. But see,
So it's on the
that-
right-hand side, they're gonna be on the left side.
It has to be changed, that's a force main on the right-hand side.
That's right.
We had to put, either had to put a gravity fed in, or they had to put in a grinder pump. But, or or sewer septic tank, you know, it's out of town. It's out of, But he just wanted to know if we go, you know, there's a lot of options they have, they just want us to pay. Like I said, I wouldn't, if it was up to me, but it's up to you people.
I don't think we can afford that.
We wouldn't do it for nobody else that was south of us.
Well, I don't know why we would do it to begin with. What would be in it for us?
Yeah, it's not benefiting us.
I mean, if they hook onto our sewer, we get another sewer customer, but, yeah.
I think it'd take a long time to get that payback. Now, if it was a housing allotment.
Oh, that'd be a little different, yeah.
Yeah, you get a big payback.
Right.
Could they, John,
Yeah,
if it comes down to it, could they run a line from there over to the pump station itself?
Yeah,
Okay.
but see, there's a lot of permits involved.
That's right, you got.
You gotta go, and I don't know if the state would let them bore that, they might make them open up the road.
That's
And if you
212.
have to open up the road 250 and 212, shut it down,
They wouldn't have to open 250 up.
how are they gonna get across?
They could keep. Stay on 212, right over to it.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, right along the side, 212. It would work.
Either way, it's a cost to them, and whatever you guys decide, I'll tell them.
I'm not going to.
Then why don't you make a motion and vote so he can tell them?
I make a motion that we tell them that we're sorry we can't do that.
Second?
Go ahead.
Could I ask,
Oh,
could I ask, could you not bargain with them and maybe, pay city taxes back to us if we do that?
Not within our incorporated limits. They've already signed an agreement to annex if we have to annex, which is really about all we can ask them to do because they're outside of our,
Yeah.
it would be taxation without representation.
Okay, so you have a motion by McKinney, who was second?
second.
Mr. Bailey.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hartman?
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
and Schott?
yes.
One other thing, Jack, that stuff with Stephanie's over there, it's fixed today,
Excellent, very good.
all done.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
I need, what dates did you say you were gonna be away again?
This week,
I didn't-
Sunday the 9th. Just no, sorry about that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday for me.
Did you know the House of Redwood was sold? That police chief used to own,
I don't know what house you're talking about.
The blue one,
right behind?
the big blue one?
Yeah.
Davis- The one Davidson
No, I
had?
didn't know that was sold. Good,
Which house is it?
the big blue one.
What
There's
part
like
of
on
Red-
the corner, there's like, they just across the street, there's a house and then a big blue one beside it, had the fence all the way around it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Somebody bought it for $20,000, that's all I can tell.
Oh my gosh.
Where are you at?
Right here in Redwood, go up the first alley here, make a left, go down the alley, and the last place on the right hand side, it faces Redwood. Don Bryan owned it.
Oh, Don Brian's old place.
They got it for $20,000.
Yep.
That's a deal.
You can do, I don't know what the house is like.
Do you have anything for us, Mr. Babick?
I do not.
Thank you for, your handiwork there with, Mr. Singer. We appreciate that. It is my understanding that he called the police to report the vandalism, is that
I
correct?
believe so, yeah. I haven't looked it up yet. I saw that there was something there that he had called in.
I wanted, for the stones, I'm not sure what he intended the police to do, maybe break them out of his yard, I don't know.
I haven't read the report yet. I literally got
Like
it
I
here.
told you, took the hose and swept it all off the alley right over on me, which I don't care.
I don't think I got anything else to read. It wouldn't be a meeting without you having a question, Hazel.
One day.
We like that.
This, thing we had on the tax that we had lost, do we have some more readings on that?
One more, I think.
Yeah, this was our second reading.
Yeah, I think this week we're supposed to take that out of, then it says they'll accept the amendments for House Bill 166 as early as this week before sending it to the conference committee for final deliberation.
That's before it comes up for a vote on the floor. It still has to go through committee first. And as long as we have our stuff down, even while it's in committee,
Yeah.
it will still be covered.
That's my question.
Because it goes into, it's just going into committee now, and then it'll sit around in committee for who knows how long. And then it comes, if they pass it in committee, then it comes up to the floor for vote. As long as we have our stuff down there before it comes up to the floor, we'll be good. I think.
I did actually get this in the mail. If any of you are interested, it has to do with water and sewer. They're having a free workshop in Worcester on June 26th. I'll give it to Donnie as well and see if he has anyone that wants to go. If any of you want to know more about public water and sewer system management, it's free.
They got a thing down in Columbus for mayors too. Did you get to see that?
That conference thing?
Yes,
Yeah, I had no interest in going.
okay.
It looks very expensive and, I don't really know that it would benefit Beach City. Probably be fun. But, I don't think I have anything else. Anybody else got anything? If that's it, meeting is adjourned.